What's up? What's up? How we feeling? Welcome. Happy Wednesday? I know we don't normally go live on the Wednesday, but we here. I'm glad y'all made it. Another day, another dollar. What's going on with you though? What's going on with y'all? Talk to me. Hope your week going good so far. It's been a wild week. Been a wild weekend. But we're here, you know what I mean? So we're gonna celebrate Mr. Cheeks 1911. Welcome, players. It's been a long time. Hope all is well with you. Welcome to the Playas Circle. We are just getting started. Let me put in today's title because we got a lot to talk about, got a lot to cover. I'm trying to figure out, before I start, I'll say, because my brother, see, the 1911 is a Kappa. So happy belated Founders Day to him. My boy in here, DJ Aaron. You done messed up, Aaron. He said, CEO said, that's right. We here, we in the building. Now, I gotta be honest, I don't think I said happy Founders Day to them last episode, even though it had passed. Players fuck up, but happy Founders Day to the Kappas and doing all that shit with your shoulders and all that type of shit. I just play. You know, it's a lot of Founders Day. January is Founders Day for many of the Divine Nine, and I'll cover that just momentarily. You know, we gotta be ahead of the curve because we alphas, we started this thing. But yeah, man, I can't complain. Make sure y'all coming in. Make sure y'all like the live. Make sure y'all share the live. This for those who missed the episode, we will be posting. We will be posting tomorrow. So you know what I mean. Do what you need to do. But if you can make it, bring your black ass here. You know what I mean? Ain't no reason to miss the original. Ain't no need, baby. Ain't no need. So, like I said, we got a lot to talk about. Since the last episode, you know, we've been our family over in LA has been dealing with the unfortunate tragedy of the LA fire. So we want to send all our love to Los Angeles and the Los Angeles area. You know, you don't think about it until you kind of scrolling. It's like how many people you know that's out there. You know, I actually have an artist who's in California, outside of the LA area. So shout out to Cheek the Prophet, but he and his family are well. DJ Aaron said pray for LA. Absolutely. You know, shout out Classic, our engineer out there. You know, Quest happens to be home, so you know that's a blessing. Shout out my boy George Bush. Shout out Desi, Chrissy. It's so many people. You know what I mean? Chuck Dizzle. You know, so we gotta shout out everybody, man. You know what I mean? Appreciate and support, you know, those who are doing what they can to help support and, you know, contribute to those who have suffered losses or, you know, mishap as a result. But, yeah, so that's been, you know, a major topic throughout the week. It happened to impact a lot of things, you know, a lot of postponements, rescheduling of several events, including sports events. So it's a lot. But other, trying to be thinking a lot more positive things that happened. There was a lot of birthdays. So, I did not realize, yeah, talk like a pastor. I did not realize that I was a friend, confidant, lover even, to so many Capricorns. A Capricorn community is very near and dear to me, and I didn't even know it. You know what I mean? It's crazy like that. So we had a lot of birthdays. First and foremost, we got to shout out our boy, Johnny Quest the Rebel. His birthday was last week. Who else's birthday was last week? Danny's birthday was last week. Hey, Aaron, so that's crazy. Word. Shout out Danny. Got to give her love. Jan Sneed, my Jersey homie. Chrissy, our LA peoples. I've referenced her in the episodes, aka Amanda. Not to be confused with fine ass Amanda, though, aka Amanda is also fine, as we said in previous episodes. So it was her birthday. A lot of birthdays, a lot of Capricorns. One of my old artists, her birthday. One of my first artists. You know what I mean? Before your boy, it was even when I was still wet behind the ears. So speaking of, aka Amanda, is like, today is the Founders Day for Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, the sister sorority. I mean, obviously they're their own sorority, but they are a sister sorority of my fraternity, Alpha Phi Alpha. So happy Founders Day to them. Now, those who know me, y'all know I have a I was about to say strain. I'm really being extra dramatic. But I'll be always messing with the AKAs, because the AKAs, one, they tell them happy Founders Day. Y'all be slacking. Some of y'all be slacking on reciprocity come December. So my rule is, and it's petty, but petty B with petty B, it's like, if I go to December 4th and I got a happy Founders Day from you, you will get a happy Founders Day from me. Mama included. If you forget me, mama, I'm not wishing you happy Founders Day. You're being bougie. Nah, my mom told me happy Founders Day last year. So I texted her and I said, happy Founders Day, Mom. You know what I mean? So she set the precedent. You know what I mean? She started all of this. And my love for all of the, the lovely women of Alpha Kappa Alpha. But like I said, if you ain't send me a happy Founders Day, you ain't getting it from me. It's just life. That's what it is. Accept it, know it, become it. Stop being so selfish. Hey man. Cause, man, listen, I'm Aries, so I'm very fiery. You know what I mean? That's just how I am. And people be, you be telling them happy birthday and all this other shit. And then your birthday come and you be like, where's the reciprocity, baby? Can't do it. And it's not that I'm trying to be petty and withhold your blessings, but it's like, well, damn. You know what I mean? Because I know y'all looking at me like, said, damn, that's petty. They could have forgot. Well, damn it, I forgot too. That's what I'm going to say. Just make your ass say happy birthday when you see me. When you see me in the streets, homie, you should know me. That's the remix. Going about your day like you don't love Ceddy. Because you don't love me. Like, it's preposterous. Absolute preposterous. Preposterosity. If I may say so myself. Can't keep doing this. But yeah. Nah, I told my moms, I told a couple of other, I forgot another birthday. Today is, shout out Nezzy. who's also an AKA. Being born on Founders Day is type wild, if I may say so myself. But Nezzy did tell me Happy Founders Day last year, so I did. You know what I mean? Reciprocate. You just gotta, sometimes you gotta be like that, y'all. I just gotta keep it real with you. If you be acting weird, don't call me. I'm Aries, I'm petty. To a degree, just enough to regulate the body, like I told y'all. It's all about proper regulation. Oh, my boy in here, John. Key story in here. So Renaissance is therefore through the commutative property. Renaissance is in the building. She said, yeah, now we in here. We just getting started. We acted up. Make sure y'all like the live. Make sure y'all share the live. And like I said, if you missed anything, make sure you take your black ass to YouTube tomorrow and watch the episode. And if you want to catch up on all episodes, you can do that too. But make sure you subscribe. I got to cover all of the bases. You know what I mean? Now, I'm going to give y'all some quick stories about that Divine Nine. You know what I mean? Since it's Founders Day for the AKAs. Then we're going to get into the business with the bald-headed logic and keep this thing circulating. Now, as I told you, my mom, an AKA, I want to say spring 78. It's been a minute. You know, my mom been down since Crispin Brown. But, so I've always had love for the AKAs. I done been in love with the AKA at least 4 times. You know what I mean? But, they solid. You know what I mean? I know they get the rep for being bougie, and some of it is true, but it's bougie with a purpose. That's how I like to say. Bougie with intention. It's to make this world a better place. Now, 2 days ago, there was another Founders Day, which happened to be the Founders Day of Delta Sigma Theta. Delta Sigma Theta! We used to have a DJ used to always scream that shit in the party. But shout out DJ, Aaron said, you're back to key. But anyway, so the Deltas, that's crimson and cream. Know your colors. But, the Deltas was solid. Now they used to occasionally have beef because as the history goes, the Deltas separated like the Union and started their own thing. You know what I mean? From the AKAs. Learn your history. Watch Stomp the Yard. You know what I mean? But so every once in a while back on the yard, it would be a little tension. You know what I mean? I remember one time I was in the middle. Not like, literally I was separating the two cuz, my AKA bae was about to throw hands with the devastating distinguished divas, and I was like, this is not appropriate. You know what I mean? This is just unacceptable. And then another time, I used to like this Delta before she became a Delta, and that was wild. Aaron said trouble in paradise. Word. Yeah, so damn, I like a couple Deltas too. Me, I love a professional woman. that's just how I be. Y'all know that's how I roll. Now, one other group that I missed, we talked about the Kappas, their Founders Day, but I guess shout out the Sigmas Founders Day, because their Founders Day is Quest's birthday, January 9th. Now, I'm going to just keep it all the way 100 with you. Me and the Sigmas, we not like this. My Uncle Sigma, and I guess as the story goes, because he was, a role model for me, there was initial, I don't even want to say interest. That ain't even the word. Intrigue. Right? But then my uncle said something to me, and I'll never forget this. He said, here's the great thing about being a Sigma. He said, y'all alphas and y'all all smart, right? He said the Qs, they the loud ones, right? They the ones. The Kappas, they sweet. My bad. Those his words. But he said, they be all shimmy and all that type of shit, right? He said, what are we known for as the Sigmas? I'm sitting there like this. He said, exactly nothing. I said, that ain't hit like you that ain't hit like you thought that hit. That ain't curl the way you thought it was gonna curl. So and then when I went to Cheney, I'm saying this in a positive way, but they was corny. I just had, like I said, it's all about perspective. My personal experience. No, now shout out to let me not hate. Danny was good. We just wish you happy belated. Shout out Chris Thomas. Chris Thomas was solid. He was a solid Sigma. And I'm sure there's probably somebody else, but it ain't jogging the memory right now. But damn. I know it's probably somebody cool, but y'all gotta give me some time. But anyway, so happy Founders Day to them. The Zetas, they coming up next week. And Zetas, they solid. Zetas is solid. You know what I mean? But let's continue on. Now, last episode, we talked about your boy, Leangelo. How much work been going on? Now he rich. Shit, that was a week ago. Now this motherfucker rich. And what's trippy to me is Danny said, hey, appreciate you. Respect. Gotta show love to the baddies. But the thing is, they like his PR team is phenomenal. His PR team is absolutely phenomenal because they announcing his music contracts on Bleacher Report. It's like, nigga, Shams, this ain't who's getting traded. I don't care. Aaron said he got a 2nd-year contract in music. Exactly. They talking about his advanced options and shit, like his incentive package. Bro, this is not an NFL contract. Who is his PR? I digress. We're gonna move into the bald-headed logic. But before we do, let us recap what is tonight's episode. All right. Now, tonight's episode is titled, People Always Lead with I Ain't Scared. You don't have to be scared to get your ass whooped. People always lead with I ain't scared. You don't have to be scared to get your ass whooped. All right? Allow me. Danny said that song lives in my head. Aaron said I just need Boozy and Plies on that remix. I'm hearing a lot of different people. Y'all, we should make that a question of the night. We'll ask that after I do the bald-headed logic. But who y'all need on the remix? All right, because I'm hearing tons of names. So I was at work the other day. I was at the firehouse, and everybody's celebrating their playoff wins, the NFL. Shout out that we'll discuss that when we talk about Player of the Week. But one of my friends, we was talking about the upcoming matchup about who his team about to play, and he's like, "Man, listen, bro, they bring them on. We ain't scared of them." I said, "I'm gonna give you some advice my father gave me." Charles Perry, shout out Charles. You don't have to be scared to get your ass whooped. And that room started cracking up. I'm like, y'all laughing? This is dead ass serious. Charles don't play no games. And when you think about that, I want people to stop talking about I ain't scared, because you don't have to be. Matter of fact, you probably should be. You know what I mean? I've seen many of people, as Danny likes to put it, 10 toes down. I done seen people that ain't never scared. Word to Bone Crusher. And they done caught some of the worst ass whoopings I have ever seen. As my boy MLK like to say, they got them back pockets dirty. Cause you came in there too hype. You ain't have no logic. You didn't have no trepidation, no concern, no respect for your opponent. And what happened? You got your ass whiz. All right? Hey, Aaron said that's real. It is, brother. I'm telling you. Too loud and proud. Got them back pockets muddied up. He said they got hard. They got hard, all right. They got hurt too. I said, and Charles be knowing, man. Charles be knowing what he be talking about. Don't let all that confidence and arrogance get your ass whooped. All right? Or it's just overconfidence as a whole. One of my favorite things is in college I used to tell my boys I'm gonna hit her with the Tai Chi. I gotta explain my premise, right? So for those who are familiar with the martial arts, for those who are familiar, one of the studies is Tai Chi, right? So the reason I know Tai Chi, if I'm keeping it all the way 100, is from Tekken. My boy Eddie. Oh no, that's capoeira. But follow the flow. Aaron said a little fear is the little bit of wise caution that you need in the back of your head. Exactly. Danny said, hey, key in the building. So Tai Chi is a form of ancient Chinese martial art. And it's developed for self-defense, but it's also for combat. But what it is using your opponent's energy against them. You take it, and as my sister D says, you twist it. All right? And what you do is somebody leading with all that energy, all that force, and I'm going to guide your ass right down to the ground. Swoop. That's what we like to say. So what I used to say is, when we was going out to the parties, or when we was going to try to holler at the girls, I'm like, yo, I'm about to give her that Tai Chi. Cause you know it will always be one aggressive ass baddie in there on some on some baby D, right? Coming in with all that aggressive energy. Like, we ain't doing nothing, we ain't going nowhere with you, all that type of energy. Yeah, I'm gonna use that. Leg sweep your ass. We back in the crib. now we back at Emlyn at the party. You know what I mean? Because you came in with too much negative energy. You thought that was gonna work for you, but I Tai Chi'd your ass. So you can't be overconfident. You can't be doing too much. And then, like I said, not to pick on the baddies, because you know players be fucking up too. But it's like, that's what you be seeing. You be like, girls be talking all crazy, and they be with Tyrone, or whoever the new Tyrone is now. You know what I mean? So a little chivalry, as I said. DJ A-Ron said, I'm the weave master. Exactly. Just so don't be coming in with all that extra energy, because that's how you get your ass thrown. He said, I just move out the way till they slip on something. And that's what I'm saying. You come in there all that fast energy, right over that banana peel. Swoop. Y'all say it with me. Swoop. So yeah, don't be coming in there with all that extra energy talking about I ain't scared. All right? Just be cool, because you don't gotta be scared to get your ass whooped. Now, let's quickly move to the bald-headed logic for the day. All right? Now, the bald-headed logic for the day is, that ain't good enough. Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, that ain't good enough. Gotta take y'all to church, because I know y'all don't be going on Sundays. Now, let me break this down for you. We live in a society, a culture where we tend to try to do a lot of justification, do a lot of complaining. My boy AA Ron, amen. But when things don't go our way or things are not happening, we like to try to make excuses. We like to start hating. We like to start, just getting frustrated. And a lot of times we're avoiding what is the actual issue, which is that it's not our time or it's not our moment. And it's okay if you do what you need to do to improve. Too often I'm seeing that's not what's happening. I want to see us get better. I want to see us work on the things that we need to work on. Because a lot of times we're relying on a particular skill that we may have. You know what I mean? Or a particular element. And I need y'all to understand, very, very important, like you may have that one skill, but that ain't good enough. Renaissance was good. That just ain't good enough. Like, I see artists all the time. Yo, but man, why we gotta go through all this, man? I make good music. That ain't good enough. Not in this climate. Oh, yo, man, my personality, I be really treating people good. That ain't good enough. Aaron said one thing ain't gonna save us, and the brother is preaching. It's real. That ain't enough. So it's like, yo, it's time to start becoming more well-rounded and more developed so that we can achieve the end result and the goal. You know what I mean? And as always, when we're talking about these things about the bald-headed logic, it just be like, yo, it applies across the board. It's not just Keith said it ain't cutting it. For real. You know what I mean? Y'all, we be out here thinking like, oh, just because we a nice person, somebody gonna give us mad opportunities. It's mad nice people. My grandma nice. Rest her soul. What the hell that mean? Shit, it was mad nice people. That ain't changing the game. So it's like, yo, you got to be better than that. I see, oh, nice guys finish last. Probably. Because if you only relying on being nice, you going to get your ass embarrassed. Girls don't want no damn just nice. You nice, but you ugly as hell. Breath stank. Ain't got no ends. Get your ass up out my face. That ain't it. That ain't cutting it. And you be surprised, as I said, because one thing, like Aaron said, one thing ain't cutting it, either good or bad. It's like, if you nice, that ain't cutting it. If you just got money, that ain't cutting it. Yo, these men and women on both sides, yo, people out here getting money. You think that impresses me? You think your money amuses me? Get your ass out of my face. Y'all know me. Just use me as a reference, right? Y'all know I was laughing. I told Danny today. Danny was talking, what's she talking about? Talking about so many things. She was talking about Taylor Rooks. Oh, my boo. So she was like, oh, I didn't realize she's that cute. I was like, I have incredible taste. You think this is a game? But like y'all know, I got the high-end taste, that high quality. That champagne. You think champagne, you think that high-end wine is impressed By your little beer money? Hell nah. They out here getting cake. They got cake and they getting cake. You can't come in here with that weak shit. They gonna send that shit back like Matumbo. Rest in peace. But that's what we just fooling ourselves by developing these bad ideas, thinking that these things are values or enough to get the job done. Talent ain't enough. Being nice ain't enough. Having money ain't enough. It's like, yo, you got to try to grab as much as you can out of this motherfucker. Be well-rounded and develop. You know what I mean? Be a man of good value and upstanding values. Be a man of style. Be a man of influence. Be a man of God. Oh, my baddie here. Look, I was just talking about the high-end baddies. My girl Karma in here. I ain't seen you in a minute. What's good, Karma? I'm in here talking to the peoples about the bald-headed logic for the day, which is that ain't good enough. First of all, let me wave to my baddies here. But yeah, y'all like when I say y'all don't want no church this even. Word, let me dap. Pastor dap. Why does the pastor? I never understood why the pastor dap. Why he got crusty sides? That's because he praising, he giving all the Lord his praise. Praise is what I do. Real Karma said, "What's up, Karma? Where my? Let me get some multiple. Where my Ceddy at? Where my multiple wives? Let me chill because that sounds too much like where my hug at. Ugh. Yeah, got the heebie-jeebies. Where my hug? Oh man. Playas fuck up. But as I was saying, I just want y'all to understand that, man. Y'all come in here with one. Aaron said, "Good save." You got to catch yourself. That comes from years of experience, brother. Not acting like I'm true player from the Himalayas or nothing like that. I'm just saying I've had good days, I've had bad. But I always learn though. I'm always learn. But I just want y'all to stop being out here being one trick ponies, no freaky, and stop thinking that you being, oh, I'm a talented, or I'm a good person, or I got money, or I got connections. Like, those things exclusively are not enough for you to really break through. Okay? So, understand that. And I want y'all to try to continue to develop to be the most well-rounded people that you can. Stop living and dying off of one thing. That don't work. Oh, I'm fine. Baddies? Fine. In 2025 ain't enough. We got IG, baby. You can't be fine with causing headaches. I got IG. It sounds crazy, but it's real. I think that's the thing now. And I'll move on. We'll move off of the bald-headed logic. My boy Dre in here. Dre, what's good? Dre is applying to become part of the You Gotta Believe community. Processing his application as we speak. But just to try to tie up these loose ends, it's just, hey, we're in a space now where we have so many options, good and bad. We have so many options. And when you know that and you want to be the best, when you want to be recognized and earn your most value, you got to give value. You know what I mean? And sometimes just being self-aware and understanding that what you have right now, it's okay to be like, you know what? I got this. This is one thing, but I gotta re-up. That's why your boy working on himself every day. Every day. Getting my workouts, right? You know what I mean? Getting my money up. Getting right with, gotta stay right with God. Got my skincare regimen. You know what I mean? I'm researching. Cause I know when you know you elite, you gotta act elite. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. I know y'all be looking at me like, Sam be talking crazy. Cause first of all, cause I am. In a good way. But also, it's like you don't want nobody playing with your name, man. When the players say Ceddy P, that gotta mean something. When the girls say Ceddy, it's gotta have the multiple Y's, couple hearts at the end. Cause I've been to the mountaintop, and you gotta listen. I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story, then we move on. Aaron said that name got a whole weight. Yes. I was talking to somebody the other day they ain't give me my kudos. Not to sound humble, not to sound braggadocious. I'm just, you know what I mean? And I paid them a compliment. I paid a baddie a compliment. And she said, "Aw." I said, my face did just like this. "Aw." "Aw." Are you surprised or something? Are you confused? Did my dog die? Look at the material. This ain't all. I ain't little Romeo. No disrespect to Master P, son. Don't. You know how you be typing something and you be like, backspace, back. I was like, yeah. Hey, Aaron said, "Oh, you're not Kendrick, right?" What is this? Oh, that's what I be saying, bro. Like, and it's again, everybody got their own preferences. They got their own what they like, whatever was cool. You know what I mean? And as I told y'all, your boy, solid 8. I ain't gonna talk like no 10, but you ain't gonna treat me like no 6. That's how I roll. Give me my respect. When my goatee is connected, I'm elite. You know what I mean? So, but you just don't want nobody playing with you. Like, you can't. You can't let it happen, man. Because people be getting too comfortable. You gotta put that shit, pump the brakes. You ain't gotta talk to them nasty. You ain't gotta talk to them disrespectful. But let's slow that all shit down. But and like I said, the reason I be acting like this too is because I be getting the blessings to counteract the ignorance. I was driving the fire truck the other day, and like I said, that's why you gotta always remain in your elements. You gotta always keep your elements on you, so people can't play with you. I'm out here driving the fire truck one-handed, and we pull up to the stop sign, we pull up to the red light, and Shorty is making a right-hand turn to go past us. Man, when she turned that corner, she smiled so hard at your boy. Full 32. Bright, like she just got the Glorrillas. I said, "Oh." See, she got me. Nah, I was like, "Hey," I was more of an A. You know what I mean? Because it's like you see your boy shining. But that's how it be. Don't you listen, whether I got my uniform on or not, whether I'm coming right after John Blaze, it don't matter. Ceddy is Ceddy. Give me my respect. So, but when you get that, that's what I'm saying. I've been to the mountaintop, man. I done some things in this life. And I'm not bragging. I'm just, like I told you, I've been to the mountaintop. I went to the mountaintop. I seen Martin. I said, "Damn, Martin, this is what you was talking about with the mountaintop. This is tough." I like this. So when you've been to the mountaintop, you can't let people just be acting crazy, or you can laugh it off. Sometimes I'll just laugh it off. I'm like, "Bless them, Father, for they do not know their sins." You know, you be acting like that. But it'd be like, it'd just be funny. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes it's like, nah, I gotta correct you. Like, nah, let me bring you into my world. Oh, my girl, speaking, Dev, what's good? Shout out my girl Victoria's Dev. We out here talking about the bald headed logic, but we about to move on. I'm just out here talking crazy right now, letting people know that don't awe me because I'm not Lil Romeo. You know what I mean? So you came in at the right time. Now, I just be, like I said, last thing, I know I'm belaboring the point, but I'm just trying to make a point. Imagine you grown as hell. Like, I'm in my 30s, moving closer towards the 4. Oh, anyway, NPR was good. But, like, I have a full phone mustache. And like I said, the only reason I ain't got the goatee connected because I just came from work. But it's like, I'm not 16. I'm not. If somebody ever hit you with that, I'll be like, yo, all is for, I was about to say all is for lames, but you could just say all is for Little Romeo. That's that crush, that high school crush shit. No matter what I do. Like, that's that shit. This is not that. You know what I mean? So we'll end it there. But self-awareness, they not recognizing may not be recognizing your greatness. So sometimes, going back to the bald-headed logic, that ain't good enough. Dad laughing, you feel me? You feel me? But that's what he's saying. Just as everything, like my sister say, twist it. Imagine you a baddie, right? Dev is a baddie, so I can say this. Imagine you a baddie and you tell a dude, yeah, like you give him a compliment. Oh, yeah, you looking handsome today. And that nigga said, oh. You be like, what the fuck? You be like, get this nigga out of here. That's how I be looking at if baddie send me with awe, if I ever see awe or if I ever see this shit, after I done said something that is not this shit, does not warrant this. Like, this is what warrants this? Hope your family is good. Hope your mom is doing well. That warrants this, okay? If I said, damn, you looking, if I said, because I be mixing it up. I be trying to mix it up. Don't send me that shit, yo. Because my whole mood gonna change on you. Because then I gotta turn into Prince T'Challa on you, Killmonger, because you wildin', grown as hell. Talking about some that. All right, you see how it had me perturbed, y'all. But anyway. Shout out to the shorty that was cheesing when I was in the fire truck to counterbalance all this. But anyway, let's move on. Hope y'all still doing good. Let's get into the quick question of the night. Then I'm going to give y'all when I send you this, and we're going to talk about player and baddie of the week. All right. So, quick question for y'all. And I want everybody to comment. You know what I mean? As you see fit, because this is shit that be really on my mind sometimes. But it's like, all right, if you have a no shoes inside house, are funky feet an exception? I saw a post about this. But the dude, it wasn't he had funky feet. He had holes in his socks, which is also diabolical. But it's like, if you pull up and your feet is just, man, giving us the business, I'm gonna tell you, hey, yo, boy, go throw them shoes on. Go throw them shoes on. I'll mop. You can't mop funk. You know what I mean? Dev said, just don't come over. That's how I understand. But people gonna always try to push the limits. You be like, bitch, you knew your feet was funky before you got here. That'd be my thing. It's just like, yo. In a no shoes inside house, are funky feet an exception? I'm going to say they are an exception in my house. You know what I mean? Cause I'm gonna have to mop anyway. I got Beans here. You know, Beans be walking around outside and bringing his dusty paws in there. So we're gonna have to mop. So I'll do the same. I don't want to smell that because it's gonna change the nature of our relationship. You know what I mean? Because then I gotta look at you like, oh man, bro, you got them funks. When the funk hit the fan, all the people want to jam. That shit gonna bother me. Because then I see you again, you know what I mean? I don't know how to handle that properly. So that would be me. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. That would be an immediate exception. Be like, yo, just pull me to the side and be like, yo, bro, today a tough day. Can I can I keep my shoes on? And just be like, you know, hit me with one of them old men. You know, old men be like, they do this shit. I don't know what that even means, but I would recognize and I would understand. So, hey, who got the wave? What's good with you? So that's how I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, yeah. I'm gonna say, yeah. They are the exception. And it's okay. It is okay. I'm not hating. Because I want peace. I want peace in the house for everybody. Oh, man. Shit. Who got the wave said keep them on? Who's running this account? Nah, I feel you. Oh man. All right. So let's move on, y'all. Let's keep this party going. Let's move on to the segment, the When I Send You This. Now, for those who are unfamiliar, the When I Send You This is when you texting your people's memes. You know what I mean? You send them a picture or something, like breaking that down, what that means. And if I send it to you specifically, what that signifies. You know what I mean? Now, just to give you an example of ones that we have had in the past, if I send you a meme or a pic of Simone Biles, again, you know, I should also note, what I send to the players is different from what I send to the baddies. So if I send you Simone Biles to the players, that means I'm trying to flip this money. Right? If I send you Simone Biles to the players, I'm trying to flip this money. If I send the baddie Simone Biles, I'm trying to flip you. It's a difference. Right? It's a difference. Who else did we mention before? We mentioned a couple other people. I think we mentioned my boy from Above the Rim, my boy Motar with the gun when he went to the gun. If I send you a pic of him, that means I'm going to the bag. That means I'm about to pop the trunk of y'all bitches. So, just to give you an example of what I mean. So tonight's When I Send You This, if I send you a picture of Brandon T. Jackson, that means I'm broke. Okay? Don't invite me to nothing. Because I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. And you got the power to change that. All right? So, players, if I send you a picture of Brandon T. Jackson, understand, don't invite me out. Don't ask me for no money. Because I'm broke. All right? Get it through your thick skull. Now, for the baddies, if I send you Brandon T. Jackson, alternate meaning. Lips 206, what's good? Welcome to the Playas Circle. But if I send to the baddies, if I send you Brandon T. Jackson, that means trying to get Tropic Thunder. Thunder. You gotta say it like Ludacris. Thunder. Alright. I know it sounds crazy, but just roll. Roll bounce, perhaps. If you know your movie history. If you know it. You know what I mean? Just trying to keep everything a hundo with you. Just be aware. So remember that. If your friends invite you, hey, we going to the party. Hey, we trying to take a trip out, to where everybody be going now? Bali. You know what I mean? We going to Costa Rica, and your ends ain't like that. Just send that pic. Send them that Brandon T. Jackson. They gonna understand. Hey, you broke. You ain't got it like that. And it's okay. Alright. Let's move on and celebrate our players and baddies of the week. Okay? Now, shout out. I almost want to give my brother a standing ovation to the player of the week, my boy, QB of the Washington Commanders, Jaden Daniels. I'm about to get emotional. As a Washington, hey Nia, what's going on? Nia Kuma in the building, talented R&B artist. Welcome to the Playas Circle. Welcome. I might have to throw some of your music on. I might have to play your new record because I'm rocking with it. Welcome. I love when the artists come through. I love when the artists pull up on me. So I got you. You stay around. First of all, wave to your baddies. But I'm gonna play your record after this and put it in the queue. But as I was saying so eloquently, player of the week, Jaden Daniels. Now, for those who are not familiar with me, I have been a Washington Commanders fan, then originally known as the Redskins. I've been down since Crispin Brown, since a youngin', which means I've seen a lot of heartbreak and a lot of pain. And in most circumstances, I have seen struggle, oppression even, but not this year. This year, we drafted a young talented man out of LSU, number 2 pick. And this man, I told y'all I went to the mountaintop. He's taking us to the mountaintop. We got the week, creating that hope like Obama, creating that belief. Oh, we might actually win. I can't tell you. And like I said, I'm saying this as a fan. You know how I be like, I can talk about him, you can't talk about him. But as a fan, bro, it's been so many years. I'm like, this is some high level bullshit. This year, every year, I'm getting used to winning. I'm getting used to having a chance to come back. It ain't over. Don't go turn the TV off. Go, you know what I mean? Start doing work. Just gotta watch because you never know. And that is because of the man they call Jaden Daniels. You took us into our first playoff win in 19 years. I still had waves the last time we won. But I can't say that no more. Now I am a bald-headed member of the playoffs, baby. Thanks to you and thanks to my team, the Commanders. Shout out to Coach. Shout out the front office. Shout out Magic Johnson. Shout out God. But shout out Jaden Daniels, who is our player of the week. All right. So let's move on to the baddie of the week. Baddie of the week is a collective of baddies, which is known as the Unrivaled League. Now, again, anybody new to the Playas Circle, it is important that you know I am a WNBA and women's basketball aficionado. I love that shit. Okay? Black women and basketball. I don't even understand how you even hate that. That is ridiculous. It's absurd. That is two of God's greatest blessings. And he can bind them. But yes, I'm a fan of the WNBA. As I said, went to several games this year. Went to the WNBA finals. But because I had to support my boo, Nafisa Collier. But Nafisa, and who at her moment was her opponent, her rival, Breanna Stewart, partnered together to make a 3-on-3 league that starts and kicks off this week. Starts on Friday. Not to mention, they have brought in some of the most talented WNBA players to participate. I've seen Angel Reese. I've seen Brittany Griner. I've seen Courtney Williams. Sabrina Ionescu is playing. Marina Mabry. So many talents. You know what I mean? Shakira Austin. A lot of talent. Skylar. Y'all remember Skylar? So I'm excited because it's a league. It's off. They getting paid. You know what I mean? Offering stock options and shit. So yeah, I'm excited to see this. And they brought my boo in, and brought Taylor in. She gonna be on the announced team as well as my alternate boo, Roz, and Lisa Leslie, the legend. So I'm excited. I'm very excited to watch this. It's like the big three with the ladies. So I'm hella excited to see this. It's in Florida though, so brother might have to make that trip depending on how these parlays be hitting. But I'll definitely be tuned in on Friday watching the games. Shout out to the Unrivaled League. Shout out to y'all. Much love to the ladies and the baddies of the Unrivaled League. Looking forward to seeing the product. Been watching some of y'all social media content, and it's very intriguing and hilarious. So looking forward to seeing y'all hit the hardwood again. Now, we're going to kind of slow the tempo down because I want to talk to y'all about a couple topics in one of my favorite segments, which is, what are you talking about? Yo, what are you talking about? That's how you got to say. I say it with such mad negativity. But what are you talking about is when we discuss some of the posts that have been, or the subjects and topics that have been going on social media. And it's been a lot going on this week. I'll quickly start with our music topics and then to some of the gossip and tea, if you will. But there's been a lot of back and forth this week. First and foremost with, as I like to put it, Drake versus everybody. We've seen Drake to continue to, push back on the defensive with his lawsuits. But in addition to that, last week, I believe it was, when he released a freestyle, kind of just reintroducing himself to the scene and addressing some of the issues. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Players fuck up. But addressing some of the issues and topics surrounding him, including his frustration with NBA superstar LeBron James for dancing to Not Like Us and dancing to Kendrick's Squabble Up. Excuse me. In addition to his freestyle, as I said, his lawsuit, which we thought yesterday he had reached an agreement with Universal Music Group. He reached an agreement only to be able to file a federal lawsuit against them. He said, gotcha. Filing a federal lawsuit for defamation. alleging that Universal Music Group was spreading false and malicious narrative about him by promoting Kendrick's Not Like Us. Drizzy Drake. I've had the chance to both talk with Kendrick fans and Drake fans, both, some of which have bordered on stands, and this is a very the social media climate revolving around this is very interesting, but I think in terms of what side you're on with this, it just really depends on who you really appreciate or like more. If I'm being quiet as kept, me, I don't have a dog in the fight, so I'm just looking at it like we were doing a rap beef and you filed a lawsuit regarding that. And from what I understand about the lawsuit, some of the actions that you are claiming were taken are things that we have seen to some degree that Drake has benefited from. So it looks interesting, to say the least. But I think it's just going to be, how do you see Drake as a person that is suffering, and in terms of his career, money good, of course, but if his career is suffering from this, what is the best move and what is the best approach to try to rejuvenate that or restart the momentum? I don't know if this is it personally, but everybody wants to do things in a different way. It was being presented as if Drake was fighting the good fight for people, but based off of what the narrative has been about him in the recent months, it's like a lot of people don't necessarily see it as him doing that. More of just the opportunity to him to capitalize or take the heat off of all of the momentum that Kendrick has earned and gained with his responses and his songs and album and upcoming Super Bowl appearance. A lot of momentum. So we have to see what happens from this federal lawsuit. But again, as I was talking about with the other things, the freestyle, addressing LeBron, I just want to take a step and stab at this in the space of real world. It appears from the freestyle and the lyrics that Drake was upset and viewed himself as and LeBron as good, dear friends. And to see LeBron dancing and getting the lyrics wrong to Kendrick's music, it hurt him internally. I'm here to tell Drake this. If I can offer any advice to this very, very wealthy person, Drake, we have to be understanding of transactional relationships. We have all had friends that we cool with, but they're cool with them oftentimes because of the benefit that they bring. Does that make you a bad person? That's perspective. Because I know a lot of people that do it. You know what I mean? A lot of us had that friends, like, which we will discuss later, is like, they had the crib, they had the whip, they had the driver's license to get the alcohol back in those days, or a person of resources, like they to connect. You would be. It's wrong to say it, but people have taken advantage. People understand that they're transactional relationships. There's benefit in being close to a Drake, or on the flip side, there's benefit in being close to LeBron. But friends, y'all can answer that better than I can. Was y'all hanging out at each other's house, over each other's house? You know what I mean? I know you pulled up the Bronny's games, but some would say you had ulterior motive. trying to holler at them MILFs at the high school. It's hard for me to imagine that just a person can be so hurt over this when, outside of just at actual games or maybe parties, I don't know, y'all be really rolling like that. If y'all do, I take back everything I said, or most things. But we got to start understanding as people the nature of transactional relationships. Now, if it's not a transactional relationship, let's not go in and start trying to destroy the relationships, because that's where it's like, where that doesn't seem like friend behavior either, according to some of the lyrics and some of the things implied and some of the things mentioned by Drake's best buddy in the world, academics. It's like, oh, you trying to elude, you trying to destroy me because I was dancing to Not Like Us and to Squabble Up. Brother, everybody's dancing to Not Like Us and Squabble Up. Don't get funny now. You picking your battles with the wrong one. You need to be mad at the man that made the songs. It's like when your woman or your man cheat. Don't be mad at that other person. They don't know you. They don't care for you like that. You got somebody that's supposed to love you that you need to be right on upset with. So, address who need to be addressed, my brother. Or take your L, take your ass whooping like we talked about at the beginning of the episode, and go about your business. Now, and continuing along with some friendships that were tested this week, we saw a lot of back and forth between members of one of the greatest hip-hop groups of all time, the Diplomats, Cam'ron and Jim Jones. Now, there's a lot of layers to this. These gentlemen have had words in the past, had a schism. Thought things were on the up and up. But recently, due to a conversation with 50 Cent on Cam'ron's web show, it must have triggered some conversations or some emotions with Jim Jones, Capo, Jamo, whatever you want to call him, where he began to reference again some of his feelings about Cam'ron's running mate on It Is What It Is, $E Mace, Murder Mace, Mason Bethel. And as a result, Cam'ron took to his show to address the comments, the allegations made by Jim Jones regarding Cam'ron's relationship with Mace, and went on to basically dismiss Jim Jones and his contributions to the Diplomats, basically limiting him to saying that he was a fan. That's the only reason he was around. Not to say that he didn't do anything, but he was basically saying that's the only reason you hear was you was a fan. And it was just disappointing. Overall, I'm not a fan of seeing people crash out, let alone old heads. In a respectful way, I say old heads because I'm nearing unk status. But old heads gotta handle shit better. And when we're saying old heads, we're saying if you are 30 plus, now that's not old, but it's old enough. All you got to do is pick up the phone. Majority of this bullshit that we have seen can be handled in a conversation. Now, the shit with the Drake and LeBron, again, we got to understand who LeBron is. LeBron is about his brand. LeBron about his brand. He going to align and associate with things that he feel make sense to his brand and his image. Kendrick is hotter than fish grease. LeBron is going to be singing Kendrick. Just like he sang Drake when Drake was hot as fish grease. Gotta see it. It's not, you gotta understand who you're dealing with. Going back to Cam and Jim Jones. Y'all friends, bruh. I don't care how you slice it. Y'all created something special. Something that the hip hop hip hop heads, hip hop fans will always remember, and the tri-state area will always cherish. Any tri-state resident that grew up in the 2000s, that's Dipset. Like, you can't take that away. And while y'all may not like each other or may not necessarily agree with each other's friends or other things that have been said throughout the years, there's no reason to try to diminish the past and diminish history with revisionist history. It's like, man, Jim Jones was very, very crucial to the success of the Diplomats and to Cameron's career to a degree. Again, it ain't everything, but it's some things. So, like, to see all that, oh, you was a fan, you was dick riding, all that, like, come on, my brother. That's Capo, man. That's your boy. He was in the Horse and Cash remix video with the little Serena twisty braids, pop locking and doing handstands. If he was willing to do that for you, you gotta give him his credit. Oh man. You know, he might not have been able to rap, but he was very important to growing the influence and the fans and the reputation of the Diplomats. So I want y'all to, I pray that they get a chance to kind of hash this out. It should be interesting. I got my own opinion about how all this is headed because usually this stuff is over women or money. But you see a person that's kind of always in the middle of this. And so things, like I said, just you hope they can be addressed. Because you ain't gotta like all your friends, but you shouldn't lose your friends over them unless it's crazy. And y'all done survived that. So those things were interesting. But yeah, those are two of the things I saw this week that were really kind of like, woo. Yeah. I don't know. Lord, fix it. Oh man. But the last thing that I wanted to talk about in the "What Are You Talking About" segment was an interesting post from somebody that I'm have become a fan of as far as their content, but it's an artist by the name of Yancey Abril. And I met her through my artist Key when Key was performing at a songwriting session, an artist session, and I've been able to follow this artist Yancey and to see continue to grow. But anyway, she had made a post, and the post was regarding dating in the current climate. And basically what she was saying is like, how do you know if it's a date? And she was mentioning how a person that asked her to go get coffee, and she just took it as just that, like going to get coffee. She didn't know it was a date because the man didn't say date. And it led me to be intrigued that there's just such a distance sometimes between men and women and how they view just communicating with each other. And I will say that there is opportunity. Royal Diego was goody. There's an opportunity for all of us to come together. So I want to just address this thing. So from a male perspective, let me just offer to the baddies just some kind of understanding about how we approach asking you out. Not justifying this, but there are players that are afraid to just openly, avidly say, I would like to take you out on a date, or would you like to go out on a date with me? Because of how charged that date or nearing those words means to women, or has meant to women. When you're not sure of whether a person likes you, you kind of men have been learning how to approach this with trepidation. Men don't like to be embarrassed, and you don't even want to get it too hyped because you're still trying to figure out what it is. You just want to go out with the person. You don't even want to make it that deep yet. So throughout the years, that has steadily become a thing where it's like you're not saying, well, you mind if I go out? Would you like to go on a date with me? It's become like it's scaled down to now people are using any and every excuse to try to get almost hey, let's go kick it sometime. Let's go link. Link was a buzzword for a minute. Coffee's been a new thing. But what I would just say for women just to understand is that's important, or baddies, is like, especially in this in this recession, if a man is offering to spend money to take you somewhere, it's not cloudy with a chance of meatballs. It's a good 70 to 80% chance that he's asking you out to take you out. I know women was like, Ceddy, didn't you ask me to go out? Yeah, you missed it. You missed out. Nah, but what I always try to, knowing the distance between the two, what I always do when I'm asking a woman out is, I was like, I would like to, could I take you out? Whenever you're free, I'd like to take you out. And it's not necessarily saying the words on a date, but it's like, that's one of them like kind of invisible imply. It's like, I like it. If a man says take you out, that means I'm taking ownership of this event. Take you out for men, understand that means paying, finding the venue. Take you out signifies ownership. So if a man says that, ladies, in most scenarios, unless he just on some crazy shit, that means he's trying to he has interest in you, and you just be aware of that. The other thing I would say to the ladies before I address the players is, if unsure, feel free to ask. If unsure, feel free to ask. I know a lot of baddies who like to kind of just be understanding without having to make that effort, but the best way to know is to ask. And you can do it lighthearted, like, are you asking me on a date? You got to go back to the 90s sitcom style, man. I understand. Going on the days where, you'd be like, hey, I was, the guy would be like, I was wondering if, like if you wasn't doing anything, and so, I'm not doing anything on a Friday. And then the girl would answer, I'd love to go out with you. And then they'd be like, oh, really? We don't have that no more. You know what I mean? But it's okay to simply say, hey, like, if you're not doing anything, or I wouldn't even say that if you're not doing anything. Fellas, shoot your shot, man. Shoot the full shot. Leave it. It was like, hey, listen, the reason I say people say if you're not doing anything is because it's like you can try to avoid that next counter, like I'm busy, if you try to set a specific date. But it's like, listen, I love to take you out. If you're interested, or would you be interested? And let's leave it out there and just take it for what it is. You can't play around with that. Yeah, when you're free, like let's link. Link is not taken out. If somebody says link, you automatically not being taken seriously. Let's go out. Let's hang out. Go out is not take out. Take out. I'm taking you out. Different meaning. Going out again allows for the wiggle room. You're trying to eliminate all the wiggle because the ladies go wiggle. You know what I mean? So just avoid all of that. Do your best to try to be as direct and as possible without overdoing it. And it's like, you don't need to be like, I'd love to take you out and have sex with you on Friday. You ain't got to do all that. But you should definitely be like, hey, listen, I might be being too forward, but I would love to take you out if you have some time this weekend or next, and just let it be out there. And then, ladies, if you are unsure in any circumstance, you can ask. You feel free to ask. And I'm saying this as a person who who's hit a nail on the head and gotten the yes. I done got the reject rejected. Let's fuck up. And it's like, nah, like, I'm trying to focus on, I done got all that. And I've also gotten the people like, oh yeah, sure, thinking it was something that it wasn't. So, I've seen it on all sides, and it's much easier to be direct. That way you get your yes or your no then. Because it'd be a lot. But ladies, just understand a lot of times why there's a little kind of like roundabout in it is because not knowing where the woman is in her recent dating history, whether she's just coming off of something, whether she's in the midst of the celibacy, whether she's in the midst of finding herself, whether she is dating somebody. Like, if you don't know any of that, is you coming in there full steam. I was telling y'all earlier about that Tai Chi. Your energy can be used against you. So guys try to play it cool. Can't play it too cool. You need to be direct to a good degree. But ladies, understand. If a guy says, I'm trying to take you out, if he says take you out, let's establish those as the buzzwords. If he says, I love to take you out, or can I take you out? He's being straightforward enough to let you know that he's interested. Give him his yes or give him his no. Let him live with the joy of victory, the thrill of victory, or the agony of defeat. So that's how I see it, man. And shout out to Yancey for presenting that, because like I said, I feel like our communication between the men and the women, that's one of our biggest points of emphasis where we need to grow at, because we be on different pages. I see it all the time. Girls be like, this guy thinks I like him. I'm just cute and friendly. And they be like, how are we misconstruing this? How is that the case? You know what I mean? Let's figure things out like that. We don't need to be that far off from each other. So shout out to her. Shout out to the topic, because I would love to see it. Like I said, I've been on both sides of it, and it's great when it goes well. But you just be like, shoot your shot. I think guys, especially the guys that ain't out here doing no crazy shit, is like, yo, man, shoot your shot, bro. If you don't hit, remember, you always got IG. You gonna be all right. All right. Now it's 9:30. Wow, time has really, really flown. We had an extended episode today. Damn, is there any games still that have not come on yet? Let me see if I can give y'all a quick beans. Better than night. If I can give you that, but the games might have already started. It might be a 10 o'clock game. I can give y'all some love for. I think the Lakers are playing tonight, so let's see what's going on. Alrighty. It is a 9:30 game getting ready to start in 10 minutes. They start at 9:40, and it is a 10 o'clock game. So I'm going to give you, if you're moving quick, I'm going to give you a play for the Golden State Warriors versus the Timberwolves tonight. I would take, if you could, as a straight play. Let's see what the odds is on my boy threes, Anthony Edwards. If you're feeling froggy, you can take Ant Edwards for 4 threes. That's plus 105, which means you basically double your money. He's always usually between 3 and 4, man. It just depends on if he's hitting. He takes hella threes. So that is an option. If you're not feeling comfortable with that, something that has been successful for me is the Steph Curry rebounds. Steph Curry rebounds. Take him for over 4.5 rebounds. He does rebound very well for a guard. So those would be options. If I'm putting a play together, which I might do now while I'm talking to you, I'll take them rebounds. I will take 3 threes from Ant Edwards instead of 4, just to be safe. I will take Is Draymond playing? Let's see, assists. I do not see Draymond Green here, so I'm not going to bother with that. Steph be so hit or miss lately, man, with these threes. And the odds on them are just really not great. It's rough, y'all. I'm going to take, between them two, Steph over 5 rebounds, Ant Edwards over 5 assists. I'm going to take 3 Ant Edwards threes and 4 Steph Curry threes. That's plus 527, which means if you bet $10, you get 50. If you bet 100, you get 500 of them things. All right. Just got to pray that there's not no blowout central. Let me just check and see how my bets is doing. I don't know what's going on in the games at the moment. Oh, blowout city. Blowout city. All right. Yeah, it's looking a little rough. Okay. Give some money. Okay, Sixers in overtime. Come on, Sixers. Make it happen. Make it last forever. Oh, man. This is going to be interesting. Definitely need my boy Kelly Oubre to come through in the clutch. And I would love into the Kupo. But I don't know how that's going to work. Now, if you're froggy, you want to mess with the Lakers at the 10 o'clock game, feel free. The Lakers are playing who today? The Heat, which is one of the teams I hate betting on. Not a fan of betting on them. Oh man, I ain't do what I needed to do. All right, y'all. Pray for your boy, man. Pray for your boy that he cook a little bit, man. Cause I need me some ends. That's how y'all say it, ends. Lastly, if you want to mess with the Lakers, as I was saying, Lakers is funny and weird acting too. All right, y'all. I'm going to just keep it straight with you. I'm going to take LeBron playing against his old team. I'm going to take LeBron for 20. I'm going to take Anthony Davis for 20. Definitely risk. I will take... Man, shit is rough. I'm going to take Austin Reeves. I really do not like messing with the Lakers. As you can tell, it's a point of frustration. Because they just screwed me over the other night. I'll take LeBron for 8 assists, and I'll take Anthony Davis for I'll take him for 10 rebounds. Like I said, I'm just kind of playing it chill tonight because I've been chilling with y'all tonight, man. I ain't even have a chance to really dive into my plays the way I usually like to. So, you know, I mean, we do what we do. But that's plus 240. So you bet 10, you win 24. You bet 100, you win $240. So I hope that y'all win that. Let me know if God is good. All right. Now we're gonna finish off tonight with Ceddy's recipes. One of our favorite segments. And Ceddy's recipe always where we name popular black traditions or customs from our yesteryear that we gotta share. We gotta share with the kids, share with the youth. You know what I mean? Because they don't be knowing. So something that we've used in the past is Uno. Teach your kids how to play Uno, spades, not splitting the pole. We've also talked about late night drives, making mixtapes for your girl, Meteor Man, and several other things. But tonight, we're talking about chilling at your cousin's house. Bring back chilling at your cousin's house. This used to be the ultimate. Used to be the elite hangout when you was younger. You know what I mean? You had to get your courage up, right? Because y'all be chilling with y'all, y'all over your aunt's house or whatever, and you wanted to stay, but somebody had to get the courage to ask their mom while they was talking to their siblings, "Hey, can what's name come over tonight, or can I stay over?" Because you knew that was usually gonna could risk get your ass whooped, or it was either they was gonna whoop your ass at home, or they was gonna tell you hell no right in front of everybody, and then you be embarrassed. But you had to get your courage up for the sake of the hangout, for the sleepover, or the chill. Because that meant video games, probably food that you could not get at your house, and just the ultimate fun. We playing video games all night. We was litty. You know what I mean? So I used to always be I was talking to my cousin, that's been on the show, as well as a couple of my other cousins, about how we used to always try to see if we could negotiate getting to go over there, man. See if it would work or not. I used to love trying to go over my Uncle Wendell's house so I could see my cousin Cam. I used to try to go over my cousin Michelle's house so I could chill with Ant Dog. You know what I mean? Because they had the bomb diggity crib, and a couple other cousins used to love trying to go over Glenn and Serena's house. Because Uncle Glenn, we was going to wrestle, and then we was going to play Sega. It was mad fun down there. Shout out to the DMV. So I had great times at my cousin's house, always trying to live. And like I said, I'm from Jersey / when I was, I wasn't moving weight in PA. But when I was there, like all my family's from DMV. So when we go down there, I'm trying to go over their house, man, because I don't see them that often. And it was like, hey, man, risk it. Risk it. So, yeah, man, if you got kids and y'all got nearby cousins or you traveling, man, let them go over their cousin's house, man, so that they can have some memories and you can get them out your hair so that you can have Mr. Nasty time with your loved one when they at they auntie's house or whatever. So think about it. Always be considerate. And make sure you utilize Ceddy's recipe. Now, this concludes the evening. I've been yapping and rapping for mad long, but I've had nothing but fun chilling with y'all. Shout out to all the players that pulled up. Shout out to the baddies that came through. Love when the baddies come through. Happy birthday to everybody that, as I said, all them Capricorns. But until next week, you know what you got to do. Keep it blessed. Keep it real. But always keep it playing. We out.